Hey, I'm going on a trip with my friends this weekend, so take care of things around the house, alright?
Wait, hold on a second. I'm pregnant right now, so I can't do everything alone.
Don't start acting spoiled just because you're pregnant. Moving around a little isn't going to cause any issues, right?
Thomas, this is an important time. Handling everything on my own is just too much.
You're exaggerating. You're always coming up with excuses.
It's not an excuse. I'm just doing everything I can to ensure a safe delivery for our baby.
If you keep talking like that, you'll end up stuck in the house forever, you know? Let me have a little break, will you?
Can't you go on the trip later? At least wait until my pregnancy is more stable.
Huh? You're telling me to put off my plans? That's impossible for me.
Can't you think about the family and hold off just a little?
Hold off just a little? I don't see why I'm the only one who has to be patient.
I'm being patient too, but with the baby growing inside me, I have to be more careful.
That's just you deciding that on your own. It has nothing to do with me and you're overthinking it.
Don't say it like that. This is our child, right? Isn't it normal to be a little cautious?
That's just what you think. Are you trying to make my life miserable too?
With a family on the way, I thought we'd work together on this.
Work together? This isn't the time to be bringing that up, is it? What's so wrong about me doing what I want?
I just want you to help out a little around the house, especially right now.
I don't want to give up what I want just to help around the house.
I can't do it alone, and with the baby, I really need your help.
Man, aren't you being a bit too selfish? I have the right to do what I want too.
Don't you understand how hard this is for me?
If it's that tough, why don't you just go back to your parents' place? That way, you won't feel tied down by me, right?
Thomas, how can you say that? We're a couple and we're about to have a child.
Who cares? I just want to keep doing my thing, like always.
Listen to this. I just found out something serious. What should I do?
What happened? Is it something life-threatening?
No. I just got last month's credit card statement, and there was a strange charge. There's a large amount spent at the store I don't even recognize.
Wait, really? Could it just be some kind of mistake?
I thought so, but I looked into it. Then I found the name of a sushi restaurant I'd never heard of on last month's statement, and $1,300 was spent there. This place is somewhere I'd never even been to. Couldn't this be fraudulent use?
Well, maybe you're just mistaken. Maybe you used it for work, like treating someone. You're the CEO, so going to high-end places for business is pretty normal, isn't it?
No way. I have a separate card for business expenses, and I'd know if I went to a place like that, right? Since this was paid for with this card, it must have been for private use. I don't even go to places like that, and I definitely don't remember using it.
No. People make little memory mistakes all the time, right? If you think about it calmly, maybe you'll remember.
Now's not the moment to be so laid back. If we ignore this, it could turn into a huge problem. Shouldn't we consult the police right away?
Hey, hold on a minute. Why are you making such a big deal out of this? Going to the police right away is overkill.
Why are you so flustered? Could it be... Did you use the card?
You got me. It was me.
Wait a second. Why would you do something like that?
My mom was coming over, so I wanted to treat her to some good sushi. Isn't that just a natural thing for a son to want to do?
I understand that, but in that case, Use your own money to treat her. Using my card without permission is practically a crime.
What the hell? We're married, so our assets are shared. Besides, you're the CEO and make good money, so don't make a fuss over just $1,300 for sushi.
That has nothing to do with it. Doing something like that without asking isn't okay.
With my salary, I can't afford to take her to a high-end sushi place, so I had no choice.
That's no excuse. I'm carrying our child now. For the sake of our future child, I need you to handle things responsibly.
Jesus, you're so annoying. I didn't think you were this cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted, you say?
You got it. My mom is your mom as well. Don't you even want to treat her to some good sushi?
That's not what I'm saying.
Enough. I'm done with you. We're getting a divorce. I can't live with someone who doesn't value family.
No way. Don't say something so ridiculous.
I've already decided. I want to be with someone who values family.
I feel the same way.
Then why are you blaming me?
I'm upset that you used it without asking, not that you used it.
So next time, I just have to ask?
Yeah, well, depending on the situation.
Then you should have said that from the start.
Sorry.
All right then, let's drop this now.
Mom, something terrible happened. Do you have a minute? I don't even know what to think anymore.
Oh, what's wrong?
Thomas used my card without permission. He paid with my credit card without saying anything. Even though we're family, I can't accept him doing something like this without talking to me.
What? Are you serious? That's unbelievable. Using his own wife's card without asking is just not normal.
When I asked for details, he said he paid for a meal with his mom on my card. It was a high-end sushi place, and the bill was quite large. I was really shocked.
But still, he used it without permission, right? Normally, you either pay for a meal yourself or, at the very least, talk it over first. To go through with it without even mentioning it to you.
Exactly. If he had just asked me, I might have agreed. But using it without a word like this honestly makes me feel so uneasy.
Hey, are you okay? I'm really worried about you being with someone who would do something like this so casually.
I'm worried too. Lately, Thomas's attitude has been getting more and more overbearing, and he yells over the smallest things. With a child on the way, I'm just not sure we can keep going like this, and it makes me anxious.
I see. Then can't you consider separation as an option? You don't have to keep forcing yourself to endure this.
I've thought about that too, but I just don't want our child to feel lonely, so I can't bring myself to make that choice. The most important thing in my life is my child, and I definitely don't want to make them sad by not having their father present.
Make them sad, you say?
You know, I lost Dad early and you raised me on your own.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly grateful to you, but still, I did feel a lot of loneliness not having a father around. That's why I don't want my child to feel the same way. I'm doing all this to prepare for that.
You're right. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interfered.
It's okay. I'm grateful that I can talk to you like this every time.
If this is all it takes, I'm here anytime. I get lonely by myself anyway.
Yeah, I'll come back over there when I have some free time.
Sure, I'll be waiting anytime.
Thomas, what were you thinking? I really can't believe this. I can't take this anymore.
What's your problem?
Don't act like you don't know. I don't really want to ask, but I want to hear you explain it yourself. You're not planning to stay silent, are you?
Ah, it's about the card, right? Don't get so worked up. You seem really uptight lately.
I told you before, didn't I? You promised not to use the card without asking. If you really need to use it, I asked you so many times to at least tell me in advance, right?
Yeah, my bad. I just kind of forgot. Isn't this a bit much to be making a fuss over?
Cut it out. Do you realize the amount this time is way higher than last time? Explain exactly what this money was used for.
Well, actually, when I mentioned we were having a baby, all my relatives got excited and wanted to celebrate. Since it was a big occasion, I decided to go all out, reserved a high-end sushi place, and we had a big celebration.
What? This is the first I've heard of it. You didn't mention a word to me. Why would you hide something so important from me?
No. It was my celebration, so honestly, it doesn't really concern you. That's why I didn't think I needed to report every detail to you.
Then why did you use my card without asking? Shouldn't you have covered it with your own money? It doesn't make sense for me to bear this huge expense alone.
The wife's money is the husband's money, so I borrowed the credit card again. I treated all my relatives to high-end sushi so you can pay for it. You're totally fine with that, right?
Of course not.
Why not? You really don't care about family, do you?
No, I've told you over and over. I'm angry that you used it without permission. And I even hid my card holder so it wouldn't happen again since last time.
Oh, yeah. It took me some time to find it.
This is basically theft.
Are you calling your husband a criminal?
Well, that's exactly what it is. What you're doing is, without a doubt, a crime.
Enough. I can't stay with someone like that. Divorce.
There you go again.
Of course, you've always shown little regard for family. That's why single parents are no good.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
People raised by single parents often don't have the right values. Honestly, I should have called off our engagement when I found out you came from a single parent home.
Then you should have.
If I had, who would have taken you in? I only married you because I felt sorry for a woman missing her chance, living miserably alone.
I didn't ask for that.
So, are we really divorcing then?
With you saying things like that,
Your child will end up in a single-parent home again, and you're okay with that? If you're fine with it, I'll go along with it.
Fine. Then let's discuss this divorce. For now, fill out the divorce papers. We'll file them once everything is settled.
That's fine with me. Hey, I can't get into the house. What's going on?
Huh? What do you mean?
I got home after work and the locks are changed. I'm asking, what's going on here?
Our home?
This is my house and yours.
We've been divorced for a while now, remember?
What?
Since we're divorced, this house belongs to me alone. Besides, I bought this house entirely through my own efforts, so don't think you have any rights to it now, especially when you never contributed anything.
Hey, don't go making decisions on your own. We're still supposed to be in the middle of discussions, aren't we? Just because the divorce process isn't fully finalized yet, doesn't mean you can just kick me out so easily.
There's nothing left to discuss. I've already made up my mind, and I submitted the divorce papers right away. With that, our divorce is completely finalized, so this place is no longer your home.
We're really divorced now?
Yeah, that's right. Just like you wanted, we're now complete strangers.
All right. Now I'll be getting a huge payout. Since we're divorced, I'll be taking half of all your assets through the property division. I'm entitled to that, so I'll be helping myself without any hesitation.
So that's what you were after all along.
Of course. The only reason I got close to a wealthy woman like you was for the money from the start. Honestly, it was exhausting pretending to be your husband all this time. One of my friends told me that if we divorced, I'd get half of your assets, and that was a real eye-opener.
So you were purposely trying to make this divorce happen?
That's right. I put in some real effort, like forcing you to spend money at that high-end sushi place. I went through a lot of trouble myself, so now I'm about to get my hands on a fortune.
I see. Now I understand everything.
Now, make sure you handle the asset division properly. I'm counting on you, all right?
Yeah, sure. I'll make sure everything is done correctly, and I'll give you the response you deserve.
I'm glad to hear that.
By the way, let me explain a bit about asset division for you.
What's that?
Only the assets acquired after marriage are subject to division.
What?
To put it simply, this condo was something I purchased before we got married, so it's not subject to division. We've only been married for 2 years, so only the assets from that time are eligible for division. Still, I think it'll be a pretty decent amount.
Right? Don't try to scare me like that.
From that, I'll also be filing a claim for damages against you.
What?
Since the reason for our divorce is that you used my card without permission, so I'll be claiming damages from you. It'll be quite a significant amount, but you'll be able to pay for it, right? After all, you're about to get a lot of money.
You've got to be kidding me.
And there's also child support. I'll be claiming the amount necessary until our child turns 20. That's your duty as a parent.
Hey, hold on a second. Just open the door, okay? Let's not talk about divorce. Let's discuss this.
I already told you we're divorced.
Calm down. For the sake of the child, we should at least talk this through.
Oh, so now that I mentioned damages and child support, you're changing your attitude, huh? It's so obvious.
That's not it. Just open the door. Let's talk.
Besides, I'm not there anymore. I plan to sell that house so I won't have to see you again.
Are you serious?
Of course. From now on, everything will go through my lawyers, so keep that in mind.
Lucy, there's something I need to ask. It's urgent, so please reply right away.
Oh, Thomas, what is it?
Could you tell me where Elena is?
Huh? I thought you and she were getting divorced.
Elena told me, and since you're no longer her husband, I don't see any reason why I should tell you where she is. Lucy, what is Elena saying? Is she claiming I did something wrong? That's impossible. There must be some misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? From what Elena told me, you used her credit card without her permission and then brazenly justified it without any remorse. I think it's best for her to leave such an irresponsible man as soon as possible.
Lucy, that's not true. I didn't do anything so thoughtless. Elena is just exaggerating and the facts are completely different.
Is that so? But if we check the credit card statement, it'll be clear who's telling the truth and who's lying.
I'm telling you, it's not like that. I made sure to get Elena's permission before using the card.
What? Is that really true?
Of course. When I mentioned that I'd be picking up my mother, Elena thought that since she was traveling all this way, we should hit up a nice spot, even if I had to swipe her card. That's why we went to the high-end sushi place. It was Elena who suddenly got angry out of nowhere. I have no idea what's going on. She would never do such a thing. I bet she planned to trap me from the beginning. She only married me to have a child. Now that I'm no longer needed, she's setting me up to divorce me. This kind of thing is unacceptable. I love Elena and the baby she's carrying. I can't listen to any more of these lies. Lucy, are you saying she only married you to have a child? Then why was she planning to buy a condo for you all to live in together? Excuse me? She was looking for a condo near your workplace, for the three of you to live together. That was to build a happy family with all three of you. No way. It's true, but you trampled all over Elena's feelings. Only in it for the money? Then you should have earned it yourself from the start. Stop relying on others for everything. Anyway, I'm not going to meet any of your demands. Don't ever show up in front of me or my daughter again. Hey, Elena. I never thought you were this kind of person. You've really disappointed me. Are you seriously planning to leave me?
Huh? What are you saying at this point? I've told you countless times, the divorce papers are already filed. Everything is legally settled. The relationship between you and me is over. It's too late for you to say anything now. I agonized over this decision so much to get here. But I made this choice for myself and our child.
I see. So that's how it is. There's no turning back now, is there?
Oh, and about you using my card without permission? I've already filed a report for that. It'll serve as evidence, and I'm not letting anything slide anymore.
What? So you reported it to the police? Did you seriously go through with something that extreme?
Of course. What's so extreme about it? Using my card without permission is a criminal act, isn't it? I couldn't just stay silent knowing that.
What the hell? This level of harassment is way over the line. Don't you realize what you're doing isn't normal?
Harassment? Don't be ridiculous. What you did is a clear criminal act. Using someone else's card without permission is theft, isn't it? Reporting a crime to the police is a basic duty. What do you mean by harassment?
Hey, we're still in discussions, aren't we? We're in the middle of handling this with our lawyers, so there's no need to drag the police into it, is there?
Yeah, I'm discussing it with my lawyer too. But that doesn't give me any reason to just sit by and ignore this.
Besides, you know that theft within family members isn't considered a crime by law, right?
Oh my, you seem to know quite a lot. Have you been looking up all the legal loopholes?
I have at least that much knowledge. You're making me go through all this hassle. What a pain.
It's important. This will serve as evidence when I claim damages.
Fine. Do whatever you want. In the end, claiming damages is just a way to get back the money I'd received from the asset division, right?
Exactly. I don't want to give you a single cent.
I'll even pay the child support properly.
So you were just cool with that, huh?
Anything's better than staying married to someone like you. I could have married a much better woman. I only bothered with you because you had money. Now that I'm done with you, I'll quickly find a better woman and marry her.
Sure. I'm sure you'll do great at that. You're certainly good with words.
Watch your mouth. You and I are nothing but complete strangers now. Don't get involved with me if you ever see me again.
Right back at you.
The child is the one I pity. They'll grow up cold-hearted like you did, being raised by a single parent.
I won't let that happen. I'll raise them with love and care.
Look who's talking, as if you're capable of that.
let's end this conversation. This is goodbye for us.
Looks like I'm finally done with you. Hey, Elena, I have a favor to ask. Please, hear me out for old time's sake. You're the only one I can ask.
What is it? Didn't I tell you not to contact me anymore?
It's just, I'm in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble?
The credit card company returned the money they charged you, right?
Of course. I didn't spend it. It would have been ridiculous for me to pay for something you used without permission. When I reported it to the card company, they accepted my claim and I got the money back.
After that, well, the card company sued me.
I see.
Apparently, what I did counts as fraud, and the card company said they're reporting it to the police.
Oh, so they can do that, huh?
Don't talk about it like it's someone else's problem.
Because it is someone else's problem.
So, in the end, I had to settle and pay back the amount you got refunded.
Why are you getting upset? You're just being asked to pay for the money you spent, right? That's only normal.
I honestly don't have the funds to cover such a high payment anymore. Can't you consider my current situation a little?
So what? I'm under no obligation to listen to such excuses. From the beginning, you should have kept things within what you could afford.
Please, can you give me a little more time to pay the damages? And the child support isn't urgent since the baby hasn't been born yet, right? If you could just give me a bit more time, I think I can make it work.
No. Why should I have to wait? This is your responsibility. You should handle it yourself.
You're earning money, so there's no problem with waiting a little, right? If you know I'm struggling, you could at least help me out.
It's not about the amount of money. We set these rules together, and if you don't follow them, they're meaningless.
But I'm telling you, I don't have the money anymore. How am I supposed to pay in this situation? You could at least consider my circumstances a little.
Oh? Then why don't you ask your relatives? They enjoy the high-end sushi with you, so I'm sure they'd be happy to help you out.
I already did that. I begged them, but in the end, no one would help me.
Oh, really? So they turned you down? For all that family, they wouldn't help you in your time of need.
Well...
Cold-hearted relatives, huh? Leaving you in the lurch when you're struggling? Well, I guess that's what happens when you have family members who neglect others.
How am I the one who's cold-hearted?
You married for money, and when money got tight, you tried to divorce me without a second thought. Isn't that exactly what being cold-hearted is?
But...
Anyway, I'm not giving you any breaks. You'll be paying for the damages to the credit card company, my compensation, and the child support. All of it, down to the last cent. If it's too much, get a side job or whatever you need to do. What happens to you is none of my concern. So, good luck with the repayment. Mom, I just got an unbelievable message from Thomas on WhatsApp. He's completely unashamed and really gutsy. Why did I ever marry someone like that? So, what did he say? He asked me to wait on the payment for the damages because he has no money.
Really? He's just hopeless, isn't he?
Of course, I told him to get lost.
You're going through a lot yourself.
It's fine. I was the one who rushed into marriage and chose a guy like that. Besides, I have my beloved child growing inside me. Now, I'm just looking forward to this little one being born.
I'm excited for my adorable grandchild to be born too.
Please come to the hospital when I give birth. It would be so reassuring to have you by my side.
Sure, I promise. Still, you're handling everything so well. You have the strength to stand your ground no matter who you're dealing with.
I suppose so. But maybe it's because you're by my side that I can keep going like this. Hearing that makes me happy too. But now you'll have your beloved child by your side. I'm sure you have no doubts anymore. After that, Thomas was burdened by the damages he owed me and the compensation for the unauthorized card charges. And even the family and friends he relied on refused to help him. In the end, everyone must have been fed up with Thomas's selfishness and abandoned him. At first, he managed to scrape by with a loan from the bank, but once he got a taste of easy money, he started borrowing more and more, and before long, he was drowning in debt he couldn't repay. Eventually, debt collectors began showing up at his workplace, and having lost both his reputation and position, Thomas couldn't bear the humiliation and quit his job. I heard he moved away from the city and is now living quietly in a rural town. But no matter how much he hides, his debts won't just disappear. As for me, I managed to escape that chaos and safely gave birth to a healthy baby girl. I live with my mom, and together, we are raising my daughter with all our love. Since she doesn't have a father figure, my mom and I are showering her with plenty of love, and we're committed to supporting her so she never feels lonely.
Bonnie, where are you and what are you doing? Hurry up and answer the phone.
Sorry, Mom, I just got off work.
You are such a total jerk. You fooled me beautifully.
What?
I want you to divorce my son immediately.
Huh?
Today, okay?
Excuse me, Mom?
I don't want you to call me Mom. You're a bottom feeder.
Oh, come on. What is it all of a sudden? Aren't you even going to explain to me why I have to get a divorce?
You don't have any idea?
Well, no. I don't even know why you call me a bottom feeder.
This is why you're poor.
I don't think I'm poor.
Huh? You're going to claim you're not poor with that going on?
So anyway, just calm down and tell me what you're talking about.
It's funny that after seeing a bank book like that, you're telling me to calm down.
What? A bank book? Don't tell me you went through our drawers.
What kind of a person would go through your drawers? I was just looking for something, and I happened to find a bank book.
No. It's not right to open a drawer in someone's house without permission. How did you get into the house in the first place?
I made a spare key.
Again? Please stop it already.
What are you talking about? There's nothing strange about a mother entering her son and daughter-in-law's house. It's a mother's job to check that you, the wife, are taking care of the house.
But my husband has already left you and started his own family. Making a duplicate key without permission is going too far, even for a mother.
Shut up. Why are you making such a fuss and complaining? Before you know it, you'll start slacking off on your housework. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you from now on.
I'm not slacking off. I'm usually too busy with work to do much housework, but on my days off, I clean the house and prep meals.
That's why I have to go over there every now and then. I have to keep the house in order.
I can't believe it. How much free time do you have when the place is 2 hours away by bus?
That doesn't matter now. What's with the bank book balance?
Balance?
Why is it your bank book balance as a doctor is $1?
$1?
How much money do you have to spend to get your balance down to $1? Are you in debt? Or is it a lie that you are a doctor?
No,
I allowed my son to marry you because you said you were a doctor. If you're a doctor, you're probably paid more than anyone else. I thought you would be a suitable wife for my family. But when I opened it up, I found that the account balance was $1. What is this? I don't want a daughter-in-law like that. So divorce my son.
Let me tell you something anyway. I have no recollection of a bank book with an account balance of $1. That's no reason for me to divorce Felix.
Well, you're a cocky girl. You deny what I have seen with my own eyes.
I myself don't have such a bank book, so it's a matter of belief or non-belief.
Do you think you can deceive me coming on strong like that?
I don't have a bank book in it.
What a person you are. You're a bottom feeder, a pauper, a spender.
I'm none of those.
If I knew this was going to happen, I would never have let you marry my son. I feel so sorry for my son getting tricked by a poor woman. If he stays with you, he'll be doomed to misfortune.
Come on, please calm down. First, we need to find out who owns the bank book.
Shut up. It can't be anyone but you.
I told you it's not mine.
No excuses. I'll make sure you divorce my son.
Felix, have you finished work yet?
Yeah, I'm on the train going home. What's up?
I think your mother made a duplicate key without our permission again.
What? Again?
I'm sorry for talking about this now when you're tired from work.
No. You should have told me earlier, and there's nothing to apologize for. I just gave her a stern warning the other day and took away her keys.
I know, and I saw that myself. But it looks like she was here again today without permission.
What? How many duplicate keys did she make?
Your mother seems to really want to come to our house.
But neither of us are usually at home because of work. Why would she want to come over?
So far, she's just come to check if I'm doing the housework. Like if I'm cleaning up or not, or if there's anything pre-made in the fridge.
What the hell? I don't want her meddling in our life.
This time, she was going through the drawers in the living room.
Ransack the drawers? Sounds like a thief.
Yes, but she says she was just looking for something, and she found a bank book with a balance of $1.
What?
Then she got angry. She called me poor and a bottom feeder. And then she told me to divorce you.
Huh?
But I don't have a bank book like that. I told your mother that, but she wouldn't listen to me at all. Felix, do you know anything about it?
Yup, that's my bank book.
Oh, really?
It's a bank book that I opened an account with, but ended up not using. I thought I'd have to close it sooner or later. But I've been so busy with work that I haven't had time to go to the bank, so I just left it there.
That's why the account book had a balance of $1.
That's right. But I'm surprised she found it. It's a bank book I don't usually use at all, so I'm sure it was tucked away in the back of the drawer. You'd have to look pretty hard to find it and pull it out.
Maybe it's because it was in the back of the drawer that your mother was curious about it. Well, anyway, at least now I understand. I'm still at work and can't see what's going on at the house, so I was just wondering what was going on.
I'm sorry it got messy. I'll talk to Mom.
Yeah, she was pretty worked up. You can explain to her what's going on.
No. Wait a minute.
What?
I think we can make the best of this situation, don't you?
What do you mean?
You know, the last time my mom made a duplicate key without my permission, there was a fuss, right? We talked about it.
What? Oh, that?
Yeah, I was pretty serious about it.
Well, yeah. If you're really okay with it, I'd appreciate it, but...
Then it's settled.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm gonna need a little help from you, so I hope you can go along with that.
It's okay. I trust you and I'll leave it to you.
Thank you. Let's have a strategy meeting when we get home.
Roger that.
Bonnie, I've had a change of heart about you.
What's this about?
I thought you were stubborn. You listened to me.
I'm sorry?
I went to your house today and found most of your stuff gone. That means you're divorcing Felix and leaving home, right?
Huh? Did you enter the house without permission again?
I'm Felix's mother.
I think Felix just took your duplicate key again.
Once I make a duplicate key, it's mine.
You're a criminal now.
That's not important. When are you guys getting divorced? Today? Tomorrow?
No,
I'm glad I could save my son from a poor wretch like you. I told him about the $1 balance. I wonder if it helped.
Oh, you told Felix?
Of course I did.
Then you already know. That's your son's bank book.
What? My son? Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying. Didn't Felix explain it to you? I don't think it's a good idea to accuse someone just on the basis of an assumption without checking the name in the bank book.
Come to think of it, Felix was trying to cover for you by saying that. But the fact that your belongings are missing from the house, I knew that he followed my advice and decided to kick you out, didn't he? I was right. You lying bottom feeder, poor woman should get a quick divorce.
I see. This was supposed to be my last piece of advice.
Advice?
I don't want to seek understanding from someone who even twists the story of her own son.
Huh?
That's enough, excuse me.
What the hell is this? Well, if the divorce is final, then whatever. I'm going to find a suitable wife for our family this time. But well, it's not going to be easy to find the right woman for my son. I'll clean up his room so that he can live at home for as long as he needed. Bonnie, I saw the screen caps of your messages with Mother. She's such a twisted character. There's no helping her now.
I guess not. I think your mom wants us to get a divorce no matter what.
I thought I was giving her one last chance. So much bad blood has accumulated over the past few decades that even I, her son, can't take it anymore. I guess we'll just have to put the plan into action now.
Are you sure you're okay? After all, she is your mother. Are you sure you're not overreacting?
Yeah, don't worry about me. Actually, there's a part of me that feels pretty good.
What?
After all, my dad's mental health is ruined because of my mom. She's a monster you shouldn't get close to.
Monster indeed.
Bonnie, thanks for your concern. I've already made the transition, so I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
Well then, I'll go ahead and get ready too.
Yeah, I'll see you at the new place.
Bonnie, what the hell is going on here? I thought you were divorced, but Felix hasn't come home yet. Bonnie, are you still at work? I went to your house today to check on you. The spare key I usually use didn't work anymore, so I asked the neighbors. They told me that the house has been vacant for a few days. Hey, that's not true the house is vacant, is it? You moved out, but Felix is still living there, right? Where the hell did you take Felix? Give me back my Felix! Mother, it's no use going to that house. Felix? Come on, stop pestering Bonnie with messages. Where are you now? You already divorced Bonnie, didn't you? Come back home right now. No, I'm not going home. Why not? You moved out of the apartment you were living in with Bonnie, didn't you? Let's live together as a family again. The three of us? That's right. Your father will be happy to see you back. Dad's not at home anymore, right? Huh? This is no time for casual texting. Take a good look around the house. What are you talking about? Your dad's been with me the whole... Huh? Just... What's going on? Your father's stuff is gone. You know what? It took you too long to even notice. What? Your dad moved out of the family home? Just as it appears. Why would he leave? I don't understand. Dad couldn't take it anymore. You were obsessed with me, your son. You even made a duplicate key for yourself. You wouldn't listen to me even when I tried to warn you. You kept breaking into our house and bullying my wife over and over again. You even claimed my $1 bank book was hers. You went as far as to demand a divorce. What? And you've always been selfish and annoyed Dad. He worked hard for you. You're always telling him to earn more money. Even Dad, who's always been so kind to you, gave up on you. Oh no. So I have to live at home by myself now? That's right. What about you, Felix? You're divorced and single. Where are you going to live now? I'm not divorced. Huh? That can't be true. Bonnie's belongings were disappearing one after another. I know that. That means you kicked Bonnie out, didn't you? No, I didn't. I didn't kick her out. I just moved Bonnie's stuff out first, so she could move into our new house. What? I've already moved all my stuff out. Bonnie and I are living in the new place, so you can't use the duplicate key you have, can you? That's terrible, Felix. You tricked me. You pretended to divorce Bonnie and moving out without telling me? Well, if you say I tricked you, you're probably right. But I had to do this to protect my family. Why would you treat your mother this badly? No, it's you, Mother, who's been treating us badly. Huh? You were complaining about a bank book with a balance of $1 and even told Bonnie to divorce. And I explained to you that that bank book was mine. I told you why the balance was $1, but you wouldn't listen to me. You called Bonnie a liar and a poor woman. You relentlessly pressured her to get a divorce. I couldn't believe you only had a $1 balance. You know what? I told you many times that it was an unused bank book, and yet you assumed the bank book was Bonnie's. And I brought it to your house. I showed you that it had my name on it. Mom, you just wouldn't admit you were wrong. The only thing I could do was laugh. You know what? I'm no longer your son. What? That's why I moved out of the house without telling you. What are you talking about? You're my only son. I'm sorry, but I can't continue being your son. I see what's going on here. Bonnie must have some kind of control over you. If that's the case, I'll get you a lawyer or whatever. I'll protect you from that woman. You know, are you still going to say that? You can't be a doctor and have a $1 balance. Either she's lying about her profession or she's a spendthrift. I'll say it again. The bank book with a $1 balance is mine. I also explained to you how that bank book came about. You acted as if my words didn't exist. Do you know how I felt? Well, you wanted to protect Bonnie, didn't you? But I don't think you need to force yourself to stay married to a poor woman. Your mother will find you a more suitable partner. Until then, live at home with your mother. We have a room for you too. I'm done with this. What? There's no point in saying any more.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm cutting all ties with you.
Wait!
I'm never going back to your house again, and I'll never see you again.
Felix?
Just give up on me.
Hey, where's your father? You know, don't you, Felix?
I know, but I won't tell you.
Why not?
Because my dad's going to divorce you. I'm sure you'll hear from a lawyer soon.
Divorce? I don't want that kind of trouble.
You should be a little embarrassed.
What?
Do you have any idea how much you tortured him? He's mentally ill enough to go to the hospital.
Your father's in the hospital? I didn't know that.
Well, you were too preoccupied with destroying our marriage. I guess you didn't notice the change in his health.
I didn't want to destroy your marriage. I was just trying to protect you. Bonnie, she's so busy with work. She's always trying to cut corners on the housework. If I, her mother-in-law, don't keep an eye on her, you won't be able to live decently.
It's none of your business. We both work. We work and do housework together.
She's making you do the housework.
Whoever does the housework is our business.
No, it's not up to you. The wife should do the housework.
It pains me to have such old-fashioned ideas forced on me. It's time you let Dad and me go.
I've only ever been a housewife. If your father and you leave me, how will I get by?
Come on. You will have to work for yourself, won't you?
Don't be silly. At my age, I can't work now. I can't keep up with my physical strength.
No. You have the energy to travel 2 hours one way to break into your son and his wife's house. You're fit enough to work.
But...
Well then, goodbye.
Please, don't leave me all alone. After that, my father-in-law divorced my mother-in-law without incident. He now lives near our new house. As for my mother-in-law, she is desperately searching for us. We have moved far away from my parents' house. We have asked our relatives and acquaintances not to tell our mother-in-law the location of our new house. My mother-in-law will not be able to find us. The stress of being left alone has made my mother-in-law completely weak. She has sold the house and is now living a solitary life in a facility where no one comes to visit her. My husband and I, on the other hand, have been freed from the stress of my mother-in-law and are spending our days peacefully. My father-in-law is also in much better health since the divorce. We continue to have a good relationship, going back and forth to each other's homes for meals and drinks. My work and personal life are going well, and I am very happy.
The 3 principles on how to be a good wife. You have 5 seconds to answer. Quick. Too late. Time's up. You're too slow. What a slow woman. You're not taking a nap, are you? I'm up. A wife of something or other, right? I've told you 30 times. You must have a hole in your head. I'm sorry. Next time, write it down and pin it on the wall. Memorize it until you can say it perfectly in 5 seconds. What? A wife is not to disobey her mother-in-law and husband. Wives are to respect their mother-in-laws and husbands and not make them do any housework. A wife must give birth to a boy. Oh, it was something like that, wasn't it? I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with it at all, so I couldn't remember it. We're a prestigious family. You can't compare us with those ordinary working-class families. In a prestigious family, this kind of rule is normal. You're taking advantage of the fact that we live separately, and you're the second son's wife. and you don't even try to get close to me and take me for granted.
That's not true. Kaden and I were just talking about going home for Thanksgiving.
Since you married into my family, I expect you to follow the 3 principles of marriage. It doesn't matter if we live separately or if you are the second son's wife.
We may be able to cover the 3rd principle.
You finally did it?
Yes, ma'am.
Of course. It's a boy, right?
We don't know yet.
What? After making me wait for a year? Make sure to tell me when you find out the sex.
There's something more important than the sex. Actually, there were 2 babies in the ultrasound.
Huh?
Isn't that amazing? Kaden and I were surprised too. I was talking with Kaden about how hard it will be for us to have twins for their first birth, but we're gonna give it a go.
I don't care if it's hard for you or not. I'm sure one of them will be a boy.
But I told you, we don't know yet.
What will you do if you have a girl?
I don't know.
Are any of your friends having trouble?
What?
You know, like someone having trouble getting a visit from the stork.
I have one friend. The treatment seems to be very expensive, and it appears to be quite challenging. What about it?
Nothing. I'm just saying that it would be nice if you could help people like that. If they're in need, they would even be happy with girls. It would be nice if we could help someone with girls we don't need.
What a thing to say!
It's your job to produce an heir. If a dignified you, will you take responsibility?
My brother-in-law has 2 sons. Kaden is the second son, so there is no need for an heir, is there?
Yesterday, my eldest son left our home with his family.
What? Really?
My husband passed away, and my eldest son ran away. So, my second son Kaden has no choice but to become the head of the family. I don't want it to be the second son, but I have no choice.
Why did they leave?
I don't know.
They couldn't just have left so suddenly.
That's how it is. Come back and give me an heir. I'll make sure I educate him so that he'll be fit to be the next patriarch.
It's too sudden. Kaden has his own work to do. We can't live in your house.
He will quit his job and come here. There's an opening at the village hall. I'll ask them for you.
Kaden finds his current job very rewarding. He's been entrusted with important work, and he's working overtime all the time.
It can't be helped. Things have changed. This is an important family matter. I don't need to ask you which is more important, work or family.
You can't just suddenly say that.
What a cocky thing for a wife to say. I don't care if you're pregnant or what, but there's a lot of work to be done here.
I won't be of any help.
That's right. You can have the baby here. You can do the housework right after the baby is born.
My mother's going to come and help me after the baby is born.
What are you talking about? You've married into my family. You have to be prepared to cut all ties with them.
I can't do that.
You've been sitting on your hands just because you're the second son's wife. Think about what's more important. Our family with its prestigious history, or your ordinary working class family. What is it with you? You keep talking back to me like I'm the wife. I'm going to educate you thoroughly, so be prepared. I found someone.
Who?
Dork.
Huh?
It'll be too late to start looking for someone after they're born. We have to prepare for this kind of thing as early as possible. Now, I don't have to worry if the babies are girls.
Please, don't talk like that.
There's no need to think so much. If they're boys, we'll just raise them ourselves. If they're not, we can give them to someone who wants them. It's not that complicated.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. There is a couple in my neighborhood who got married after the age of 45. They've given up on trying to conceive, but they're very grateful for the opportunity. So, they're asking for them.
Tiffany, this is going too far.
Why do you say that? Don't meddle. Boys or girls, we're gonna raise them ourselves. We won't give them to another family. Please tell them that we aren't giving them up. Girls go off to get married at some point. There won't be anyone left. You scare me. Because I'm too smart for you? I'm afraid of you as a person. If they're girls, give them to someone else. You can't talk about children as if they're property. What are you talking about? If there were things, you just throw them away. But because they're babies, you would give them to someone, right? But anyway, you're not coming here yet? I told you we couldn't go there, didn't I? I want you to come as soon as possible. Did you get the package I sent? It arrived. What the hell is that good luck charm for? It's not a power stone for childbirth, is it? I went to a fortune teller for a reading and got the stone. It attracts boys, not unwanted girls. It's not a good omen. This is just too much. That fortune teller sells really good stones. I'm looking forward to it. Have you talked to Caden, Tiffany? I did. He insists that he can't come because he has to work. I don't have a choice. You're the only one who can come. What the? My eldest son's stupid wife is gone, so I have to do everything. My back hurts too. I'm not kidding. Caden has no choice, so you come alone and do the housework. Okay? Not okay. I'm not even in the stable period yet. Pregnant women these days overreact. You know, in the old days, whether it was early pregnancy or postpartum, you couldn't take a day off. Caden told me to take it easy as well. I'm sorry. I don't think I can comply with your requests. Huh? It's not, I don't think I can comply. It's, I'm going to comply. I'm telling you to come. You're supposed to come running no matter what. There are 2 babies, so I'm being cautious because of the risks of pregnancy and childbirth. If it takes that much to stop you, you don't deserve our grandchildren. It can't be helped. Just try again next time. Don't you think you are being too insensitive? It's a life that was finally given to us. Stuff like, give it to someone, or it can't be helped. I can't believe you can say things like that. I'm the one who can't believe you. Your lack of common sense really surprises me. It's really pathetic that I have to have my heir born from a woman like you. You say such horrible things. I can't live with someone like that. Wait a minute. You seem to have forgotten your position. I'm your mother-in-law. You're the wife. Remember the 3 principles. I didn't write them down, and I have no intention of remembering them. Even you are against me. I'm just saying it's because I think it's crazy. It's like you're really outdated or something. I've told you many times, we are a prestigious family. We're not outdated. We're traditional. If you don't like it, then leave my son. There's a girl here who's a childhood friend of Caden's. I'll have him marry her. Are you ignoring Caden's feelings? It's his fault for ignoring my advice and marrying a woman like you. Were you born in the 1800s? The 60s. You are extremely out of touch with the times. I thought maybe... What a wife you are! Making fun of your mother-in-law? Your parents must have raised you very badly. If it were only about me, but to say terrible things about my unborn children and even about my parents, I'm pretty angry with you. But if you say any more, I don't know. It doesn't bother me even 1 ounce that you're angry. You're just a poor girl from a middle-class family, so back off. I see. Well, I'll give you at least 1 ounce soon. You smart ass. I'll definitely make you break up. Sorry to keep you waiting. What's up? I thought I'd give you that ounce I was talking about before. I talked to my brother-in-law and his wife. What? I thought there must be something behind that mild-mannered brother-in-law's leaving. Of course, it's your fault. I think anyone would say it was the right thing for them to leave. Do you believe that traitor? Who's the traitor? I don't know what you're talking about. I heard my father-in-law left you very little in the way of assets other than his house and forest. That's right. So what? You were expecting it, weren't you? A lot of money. Not really. So, you sold the whole mountain? You sold it without consulting my brother-in-law. That's why he got angry and left. Without my inheritance after serving my family so well? I thought I was going to leave the house to my eldest son and his wife and travel all the time. In the end, I didn't end up with much money, and my eldest son and his wife betrayed me. What a mess. My brother-in-law said he had fond memories of picking berries and wild vegetables on that mountain when he was a child. What's the use of having a mountain? I don't understand why he was upset when I was just sorting out what he didn't use. Your husband's will said not to sell it, and you ignored it. That's what your son is mad about. Huh. My son is so bitchy. Caden is nice to me. I'm sure he'll forgive me and come back. He won't go back. Why not? I would never have thought my mother-in-law would have an affair with another man and get pregnant, and then raise the child as their second son with my father-in-law. It's so appalling, and it's almost refreshing, isn't it? How did you know that? Did you think your husband didn't know that Caden had a different father? Huh? You mean my husband knew? Yes. Even so, he pretended he didn't know and raised them as brothers without separating them. Your husband was wonderful. He raised Caden while keeping his anger toward you hidden in the back of his mind, so that your children would not know the truth. I couldn't help it. I had my own circumstances. Back then, my mother-in-law was badgering me, and the stress was so bad. But that didn't stop you from cheating on your husband in the countryside, where rumors spread in 3 minutes. You have a lot of guts, don't you? That's my mother-in-law. I doubt your sanity. How did the kids find out about it? Your husband wrote a letter to my brother-in-law at the end. He told him to take it to his grave. Then, why didn't he take it to the grave? That's why I say he's a traitor. He decided it would be better for Caden if he cut ties with you. Oh no! Don't tell Caden! He already knows. Why did he tell him? He says it wouldn't make any difference. There's no substitute for the fact that his father took good care of him. In fact, he's grateful to him. Oh, I'm glad. That's good. See? He's a kind boy. But not his mother. What do you mean? I showed him all the messages. Caden was shocked. What? You showed him? About giving the babies to someone else or cutting ties. Horrible stuff like that. And he didn't even know about the 3 principles. He was shocked, saying, "What era is she from?" He said, "Our family isn't even that prestigious. What is she talking about?" I don't believe you. Let me talk to Caden directly. He says he'll never show his face again. He won't even let you see your grandchildren. Then who's going to take over this house? I'm afraid it's over. I won't be able to show my face to my ancestors by letting it end with my generation. Isn't there something even worse? Oh, stop. But you guys, your house now is too small for babies, isn't it? You should come back to my house. Right? That's better. It looks like my brother-in-law already got a job. We're going to have a growing family too, so we were thinking of buying a condo. Then I'll be all alone in such a big useless house in the countryside? Congratulations. You don't have to deal with the hassle of having your family back home and all the noise. I'll be too lonely. It sounds like you are very hard on my sister-in-law. I wouldn't be able to stand it. I've only heard a little about it, but I was horrified. As the eldest son's wife, I had to discipline her strictly. You must be joking. Nowadays, Things like washing clothes by hand and hanging them outside are just way out there. Tiffany, are you sure you are not from the 1800s? It's the